How are we doing, guys? Moose here, back for episode 14 of our West Ham United crew, man. I got a nice cup of tea. I'm ready to tell you about some big FIFA matches as we get some training underway. Aldair, of course, and Masana, both in our youth academy. Aldair, scout, future star. Masana, young Spanish star, both getting some training in, going up in their attributes is fantastic. We have seen that Lanzini's picked up an injury in that loss to Swansea we had in the last episode. He'll be out for 8 days, and we have seen a player suspended. That, of course, was Alex Song when he picked up the 2 yellow cards, which led to the red, so he'll be out for 1 match. We take a look at the league table. Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal, a couple of London rivals right on top of the table. We're sitting just behind, joint second place, but we're actually in third, behind, same goal difference, but we're behind on goals for, so that's why we're in third. But Norwich City sitting in 4th place, so we have seen a bit of a surprise in that regard, but still plenty of top teams so tight at the top of the table. Any loss could really send us spiraling downwards, especially in a match against a tough Aston Villa side. You know, they've got a new manager. Tim Sherwood's out. Remy Gard is in, and of course it means they're going to be pretty resolute. They're going to have a lot of fight in their team, and of course we know they have some decent players. Carlos Gil got a bit of talent. Scott Sinclair, you know, is in spite of his poor time at Man City, he's a decent player. Jordan Ayew, great player that they've brought in, hoping to spearhead their attack. So, guys, we do have to watch out for. Of course, we've brought in Ogbonna. Tompkins is coming for Winston Reed. Cresswell at fullback, the usual suspects. Enter Valencia is getting a start at right wing with Lanzini out. That's a notable player we've brought in, so hopefully he can make an impact, as he has really been somewhat disappointing of late, although he played fantastically against Derby, I thought. So hopefully he can continue to make an impact, as he does whip a ball in for Payet, who gets a head on. He rises like a salmon. You don't often expect Dimitri Payet to be in that kind of a goal scoring position, but he does get his head to the ball and force a great save from Guzan. Saka then later on the ball in the 30th minute plays it into Victor, and what was that, son? An awful strike. He didn't put anywhere near the goal. It was blocked, but it wasn't anywhere close. And Ayew looking to make us pay in the 32nd minute. He rolls the defense. James Tompkins, you can see, goes in for that slide tackle just a bit too early, and it's a simple finish for the Aston Villa man. A great goal. You can see what happens. The ball gets played to him. It's a lovely turn by the striker, but James Tompkins goes for the slide tackle, misses the ball, and he's all in on goal, and he's going to score from there, no question about it. Nothing Adrian could do. And we're behind. Dimitri Payet now, 39th minute, lays off to Mark Noble. Our captain comes forward. Bit of a curl line. It's kind of a finesse shot, but it doesn't finesse anywhere into the goal, and we're still down 1-0. But Dimitri Payet, 42nd minute now. We're on the counterattack consistently. We're coming forward with pace, with numbers. Noble into Payet. First shot is saved. Guzan, Payet rises like a salmon yet again. He just leaps into the air as if he's got springs on his shoes. Gets up, gets highest, and puts the ball in the back of the net with his noggin. It's a lovely finish. The touch to get into the box was fantastic. He flicks it off the back of his heel, back in front of himself. His first shot is unfortunately saved, so Noble doesn't get an assist. Nearly cleared, but Payet's header does find its way into the back of net for the equalizer. It's a fantastic goal from who else would you expect, Dimitri Payet. 45th minute now. We're into stoppage time, and Payet rings one off the crossbar, sends the West Ham fans into raptures. They nearly saw him double his tally for the game and give us a lead, but unfortunately he's not able to do so. And with that, Aston Villa take advantage. They are just running at us here in the second half. Took complete control, missed one chance already. Westwood going close. Sinclair into the 69th minute comes forward and strikes, and Adrian is forced into a fantastic save. But another chance, 73rd minute, Scott Sinclair again creating so many chances. Veritute, one of their summer signings, has come forward and made forced Adrian to do a great save. We don't clear the ball very well. It's back to Veritute for another strike, which is deflected into the safe hands of Adrian. Great save. One chance for Andy Carroll, who's come through in the 78th minute. He's stolen the ball. He has to score, and he finesses it wide. Oh, my goodness. And we do get a booking on Ogbonna, I believe, too. But it's a great chance for Carroll. If he scores that, it's all over. We shut up shop and win the match. But, unfortunately, it's not. And that means Aston Villa have plenty of chances to try and give themselves the lead, in which Westwood, it's a rebound. I mean, it's going to go in. It's a rebound. It happens every time in FIFA on Legendary. How many times have we seen rebound goals go in? And just like that, Villa make us pay. I mentioned it. Carroll misses. And that would have been the game the other way instead. A great chance there for Payet with a header. It's deflected wide, though, so that means Dimitri's going to have to whip the ball, and we're going to look for the head of Andy Carroll, the man who wasn't able to score. Instead, it finds Ogbonna, heads it back, it goes towards Payet again. Can he whip it in? He plays it. Valencia, it's out wide for a corner yet again. Another really good chance. We're applying the pressure to Villa. We're in all out attack stages. We need that tying goal at this pressing moment. Payet flicks it in, looking for Carroll, heads it down, but it's straight at Guzan, and that's all she wrote. No more chances for us, and it's another 2-1 defeat. We have now lost 3 games on the trot, including the cup match to Derby. We've lost to Derby, Swansea, and Aston Villa all consecutively, and I have to say I don't think we deserve to lose this game. After being dominated by Swansea in a match that, when you looked at the balance of play, it was probably a fair result. This one, we dominated possession. We had the quality chances. Man of the match for me, I thought, had to be Dimitri Payet. Scored the goal, created so many chances, hit the crossbar as well. 2 points for Victor Moses, who I thought did create well on the wing, and 1 point for Carl Jenkinson, who was all right in fullback stage. But you can take a look there. I showed it very quickly, but we do have a few players, Joey O'Brien, James Collins, and Adrian, in terms of the players who can actually be signed on pre-contracts. So we do offer Adrian a new 3-year deal. He's wanted a $10K a week pay increase. We decide, you know what, he's been playing so phenomenally this year, and he's such a huge integral part of our team. We're going to give him that because we don't want to lose him on a pre-contract. The other two I'm not so fussed about, but Adrian we have to be keeping at the club. A bit more training, and then this is something I wanted to show you guys. I did accept the Wales offer. We're probably not going to show any Wales matches until we get to the Euros, but I did accept the Wales offer. I'm a huge Gareth Bale fan. Love him as a player. I think he's phenomenal. Growing my hair like him, to be honest, if I get it any longer. But he is a phenomenal player, and I can't wait to use him. But Dimitri has come to see me in my office. He said, I'm not feeling up to this match. And you know what? I respect a player that said he's not fully fit. This game's only 2 days after the Aston Villa matchup, and Payet, I've left him on the bench. If we can get through his matchup without him, it'll be perfect. Give him a nice rest, a day off, as he's played every minute of every Premier League game for us thus far. So we leave him out of the lineup, and hopefully we can do the job against Southampton, of course, who they've been all right. Nothing too exciting to write home about this season. They're sitting in 16th, just a bit off the relegation places, and with that Swansea win against us, who are in the relegation places, has made it a bit more dire for Southampton as well. But you can see how well we've played at home. 5 wins, 3 draws. We're the only team to not lose a match at home as of yet this season, and we hope to continue that return in this matchup because we need to get off the snide. We've been struggling. There's no question about it. We've had some defensive lapses. We've got to keep out the rebounds. That's really the thing. We have to limit any second chance opportunities. We know Adrian will make every first save, but you can see a line we've run out. Carroll's getting the start. Zarate sitting behind him. Valencia and Antonio on the wings. Kiyate and Song and holding midfield. I mean, look at this team. Collins has come into the team even. That's how rotated this lineup is going to be. So a lot of players are getting an opportunity at home in front of the fans. It's not a cup match. It's actually a Premier League match to show what they can do. A couple of big players in Southampton. Mane, Gaston Ramirez is decent. Tadic, I think, is very, very strong, but Mane's going to really have to be the man we're going to have to watch out for in this matchup. They've had to rotate their squad a lot, too. You can see guys like Pele, Jay Rodriguez, things like that are on the bench as well, just for fitness issues. But we get off to a good start with Adrian making a very, very tough save in the 5th minute. Then enter Valencia to whip a free kick, and he decides to go for the shot, and it shows at least a bit of intent on his end because he's really not been playing well. Let me know, do you think we should keep Valencia? Should we ship him on in the transfer window? Because I'm sure we could get a pretty penny for him with, you know, just the talent level he has and the potential he has, if not for his actual play on the field in this season. But good really chance. Zarate whips the ball in. Eventually we do have a corner in which Carroll's header is downward and saved by the Southampton goalkeeper. But another chance for Southampton. Ball flicked on to Tadic, and Adrian stands tall once again. He's been in great form. Andy Carroll on the 45th minute now on the ball. Tries to turn the defense. Lays it through to Alexander Song. Plenty of space for the Cameroonian player. Oh, he's curled it towards the far corner. It's a great save by Davis yet again as we stay all square heading into the second half. Zarate plays through Mikel Antonio. He has to score. He's all alone. He scored so many goals in the championship for Forest, and he can't bring that to the Premier League. It's a phenomenal chance for Antonio. He scored such a great goal against Derby in the Cup too, but he's just unable to put the ball in the back of the onion bag there. Great chance now for Carroll. He's won the ball away. He's just shown so much workmanship, has Andy Carroll, this season when he's come on, but the goals haven't been there for him. It's pretty similar to Sacco, so maybe that means at some point Carroll will finally get that breakthrough. We're into the 74th minute now, though. Zarate out on the left wing. He's got in behind the fullback. He's got plenty of space. Lovely little chip through ball for for Mikel Antonio. He's in plenty of space. Tries to take on Gardos. He beats him. Gets around. Oh, bit of a fortunate bounce. Antonio! Mikel Antonio just talked about how he hadn't been scoring. He missed such a wide open opportunity, and he makes up for it with a lovely finish. He hits it with his laces, gets all the power behind it, doesn't go for the finesse, and he just blasts it past Davis, the Southampton goalkeeper. He gets a bit of fortunate with that bounce off of Reed's leg that sends the ball back to him, but he makes the most of it. It's a lovely strike. He showed off some really cultured dribbling and does give us that 1-0 lead, but Southampton look to claw it back right away, straight from kickoff. They come on to Gaston Ramirez, and his shot does go straight over the crossbar. No chance of troubling Adrian from the deflection from Collins, but Shane Long's come on as a substitute. Adrian with a fantastic punch finds the head of Andy Carroll, looks to Yelovich. No, it goes as far as Gaston Ramirez, out wide to target, back to Ramirez. They're playing a bit of 1-2, a little bit of trickery from Southampton into Virgil van Dijk, and his header is very, very weak, and Adrian has no trouble with, but Yelovich lays it off to Andy Carroll in the 89th minute. He comes forward, he's been taken out by Target. The youngster goes in for the rash challenge. Andy Carroll knows what he has to do. He goes down. I mean, there's definite contact, there's no question it's a penalty, but Carroll makes no mistake by going down. It was Gardos, in fact, actually, the center back, so a bit more experience. I'll let Target off the hook, but Carroll wins the penalty, wants to be the man to step up and take it to break his duck, and it's a lovely finish. Sir Andrew, Lord of Carroll, back in the goals with a lovely finish into the top corner. It's a great strike, and that seems to have wrapped things up. West Ham fans know exactly what's going on. They're singing bubbles, and I think it's all but over. Southampton, though, want to write their own script. Ball played to the back post of Van Dijk. It struck Tadic off the... Oh, my God, it's another one. I mean, I thought it might not be that rebound nonsense when Van Dijk's header went back across the face of goal, not off a post. But then Tadic off the underside of the crossbar, right to the foot of Van Dijk, and he just puts it in the back of net. So it's another rebound goal. What can I say? But I think that's going to be it. We do escape with the victory in spite of FIFA trying to steal another 3 points away from us with this nonsense rebound goals. I'm just sick of it. It's rebounds galore, and I can't stand it. But we do get the victory. It's a massive victory, and we're going to be going into the transfer window, so let me know, once again, your last chance to get any possible suggestions of transfer players in, guys. Man of the match in this match had to be Mikel Antonio. I thought he finally had a really, really solid game. 2 points for Andy Carroll, scored a goal, worked very, very hard, and 1 point for James Collins, who, in his limited action, I thought he played very well in one of his first starts at the back all season. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. As always, leave a like, subscribe to be around for future episodes, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Like we always do with this time. I got to shine.